What's going on, everybody? Sliding Dutchman here, and today we have the new update of Gran Turismo coming out. I just want to go through it quickly, what is in the update, and then just test drive just one or two of my favorite cars in the pack, depending on how expensive they're going to be. Me personally, since I'm more into Japanese cars, I'm excited for the Integra and the 350Z. Especially 350Z could be a good car to be go drifting in, and I think the Integra, I already loved it in previous GT games, or basically any game that it's in, because the Integra is, for my opinion, one of the better front-wheel drive chassis to race with, drive with. Just it handles so good. Also, we have a new track, the Route X special stage, which is a really long straight with big banked corners, where you can really test your top speed of your car and stuff like that. The response of the community on this track was a bit mixed. Some people really liked it, some people really hated it. It was like, boring track, what do you want with that? Me personally, I would have liked to seen other tracks before this. But I still think this is a fun track, because the amounts of fun that I had when we were driving the Supras back in GT6, where you can also have the NOS, and then slipstreaming in a row, we were able to get like, what is it, 700 kilometers an hour, and if you get above 700, the sound of the game breaks, just all sound drop off the game, and it's really a challenge to do that. Also, just we set a performance points level, was in GT6, and then just go drag race and see what you got. So you have like a limited amount of horsepower, really low horsepower, mostly just like 400 or 500 at top, and then see who can tune the car the best so they grip off the line and make it fly down the straight, which I think was really fun, and I hope to see that returning to the lobbies, just rolling drag races, normal drag races. That's really cool to do, because it really gets into the fine details of your gearbox and your suspension, just to get that power onto the road. Also, they have added a few events, well, the Z Heritage, or Z, depending on where you're from, you pronounce it. And of course, the track that was in the previous update now has like the, what is it, the circuit experience. So you can get like, you do different sections and parts of the track, and then you do the whole track, and you can get a lot of money for those. They've added a new scenery for the escapes, the photos. Don't really care about that, but I like that they're doing it, and I don't want to watch this right now, unfortunately. So just let's jump right into the cars. This is one of the cars that I would like to have, depending on how much it is. I got like just over 4 million. It should be doable then. Yes, please. Aston Martin. I think that's, yeah, one of the older cars. I would love to have this and drive this in VR, but I'm not going to pay 10 million for a car like this. Also, I don't have 10 million. This is one of those cars that in the previous, I mean, I'm not necessarily a fan of this car. I think it's a little bit too odd, to be honest. But I do like that TVR just has their complete own style and own signature on a car. There's no other car like that. The Z8. I have no connection to this car, even though I'm now driving a BMW in real life myself. I still have no real connection to a lot of them. I like this one, the E92, I think it is, and I like the E30, but that's where it kind of stops. Although this is not that expensive and it's a convertible, I'm just gonna buy it because I would love to drive it in VR. This is also a car that I think would be really cool in VR. Unfortunately, I think it would be a bit expensive because it's all the way at the back. 1.2 million. For a car with 100 horsepower, 840 kilograms, so it's light though, but could be fun, but not for that price, so I'm gonna wait with that. I do like it. It's like a little toy car, but then for grown-ups. And I think we have two cool cars to go with. First off, the one that's gonna be a new drift car for me. And it's all the way at the front, because that's what I love about them. They're all cheap. All the cool cars are cheap. That's also a perk of being a fan of older and like more these type of cars. You can dream about them, and one day you can own them. You can dream about Ferraris and Lamborghinis, but chances are you're never gonna own one. Maybe get a ride along if you're lucky, but that's about it. I was hoping though it was gonna be Chris Forsberg 370Z, because well, it was a Z car on shape, but you cannot really see if it's a 350 or 370. It was not that clear, and there was a message from him on Instagram that his Formula Drift car was gonna be in the game, and they did a photo shoot and like measuring everything, and they were done with that. So it isn't a process of getting done, but yeah, hopefully we'll get that in the near future. And then yeah, I still like my Hondas. Not all of them though. I have no connection with a car like this, but I like Integra, especially this model with the JDM front. NSX, CRX, or the old little EF Civics, stuff like that. Like them. Don't know why. They're fun. They're legal go-karts for on the road. Basically all colors look good on this car, but I'm gonna go with the championship white, I guess, because that's kind of... Oh yeah, because with the championship white you have red seats. Let's go back, pick a track, and have a test run in those. So, here we are in the Honda Integra. Where else to take this as a low-powered grip car to Nordschleife. As you can see, I've made it yellow, because that with the black hood and everything just suited it so nice. Running this with the manual gearbox, so on wheel spin it might want to slip a little, but I'm running it on sport soft tires because I don't know, this car just suits the semi-slicks a little bit better, excuse me. And it could be me, but am I hearing some VTEC noises? More raspier noise up top on the RPM range? Sounds good though. It's not as vacuum as GT used to be. They really improved on the engine sounds, and with very particular cars you can really hear the changes that they've made, and there's still games that are better at it, but kinda like how far they've gone so far. Oh! Come on. Nah. Oh, I'm gonna love this car though. I'm gonna fine tune it, and this is gonna be my Nordschleife weapon. And see how much power it can make and how much grip it can still hold, because I don't know, always been a fan of this car, previous GTs as well as real life, and I'm just curious to see what this thing can do. It's now pretty much stock, just haven't purchased any upgrades on it, just putting the slider up a bit, so it's running a little bit over 200 horsepower. A Of course we're gonna need to hit this toge section here. Or at least it's what we call the toge section, because there's a little bit elevation, a lot of corners. There, 6,500 RPM. You can just hear the note of the engine change a little bit. Oh, third was good enough. Oh! I really love the way this car drives and handles, even though it's on sport soft tires. Of course it's not the most powerful car, but it just... I don't know. I like the handling of it. It will never step out when only understeer because it's front wheel drive, but it's not that understeer because of the platform that it is for some reason, and as long as you have a good tune or grippy tires, well, I really like this. Also, just look at this car. I would say get the championship white one, because then you have the red seats, they really stand out. This car is just it's a joy to drive. It bounces, it grips. Love it. Looks cool. Sounds cool. Only thing from Honda I would love to have now is like an EF Civic and a CRX. So here we are on the 350Z. I have the Stream option livery on there. That was one of the race cars or drift cars from the D1 in Japan back in the older GTs, and I'm just very curious to see how this drifts. So let's get to my favorite view. Oh. Feels like it wants to grip up a lot and really go towards the front wheels. Does come back though. Oh. Let me try and see if I can do something about this tune. It feels a bit nose heavy. It wants to understeer, and when it oversteers it wants to snap back quite easily. Also, I haven't been playing this game in a while, so... But here, this is the understeer, just... Alright, I'm gonna fiddle around with the tune a bit, and then go to Drift Challenge and see if I can rank up the points that I get average on cars on this track. So here we are on Tsukuba on the drift trail. As you can see in the leaderboard, the top 10, everything, my goal is to get at least 12,000. I think that's the benchmark for this track. You can get more with some cars, but it can, with other cars, it can be quite a challenge. So I set that 12,000 as a benchmark, and as you can see, I can, if I get the 12,000, I can easily kick out the GT86. So let's see. I've adjusted some things to the tune. It's not there yet, but it's a lot better. There's still a lot of understeer. Oh man. Oh, this is the worst run ever. And then it just snaps. Why? That was better, but 9,000. Let's quickly forget that and do it again. It's also me adjusting to the game because I've been set of course for the last few days. Or real life. Which is just a bit different as this. Alright, restart that. plus 4, that's good. Two. $11.1. Alright, it's within reach. I'm getting a hang of the car. Don't let off the throttle because that makes it grip up immense. Just keep your foot on the throttle if you can. Oh, a little bit close. Same as last. I think I can get a little bit more points here. Yes, I can. Oh, that was sloppy. Yep. 100 points more. We're getting there. We're gonna get that 12,000. That's better. Come on! Yes, there it is. 12,208. So, there we go. Let's check out the replay because they always look good. Or at least G2 looks good. The drifting is a different topic, but let's see how good it looked. A little bit on the steer there, swung back. A lot of corrections, but it's definitely not the easiest car to drift. You need a lot of speed going into the corner, momentum, and keep the RPMs up because it drops down and you're out of it. I'll keep progressing this tune. If it comes to a point that I think, yeah, this is good, we'll share it on the channel. For now, I want to thank each and everyone for watching. Like it if you like this video, especially the game content. I'll be doing a drift day in, 2 weeks? So some real life drift footage is coming your way pretty soon. In the meantime, I'll be keep playing games, installing parts, doing stuff. So thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.